Greetings, biological organisms. Oh, more tanks today. The big thing is going to be the Showdown Saturday, so we'll talk about that in a moment. No, that's actually about it. Let's say thank you to our friends. Patriot Eagy, not Patriot Eagle. I wonder if he wants it to be Eagle, but Patriotic Eagle was already taken. All right, well, Patriotic Eagy. Thanks again to Twofull9191 for the Tier 1 subscription. You can follow guys on Twitch. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can also subscribe on Twitch, but you know, that's only going to encourage me. It's only going to allow me to spend more money on the show, so don't do that. Reverse psychology works every time. They'll never see through it. Excellent point. So, what are we doing today? Showdown Saturday. Once again, it has the benefit you get. If you meet the challenge, you get premium time, gold. I don't know how much of either because I haven't really been paying close enough attention. Let me get my big fat head out of the way here. And then you will also get reserves, the most desirable one of those being this 100% for 3 hours credit booster. And as far as I know, this is the only way you can get them. It's the only way I've ever seen them. 100%, not 50. Most things will give you 50 or 25% for a certain amount of time. But the ones you get from the Showdown Saturday are plus 100% for 3 hours. So we've had several games. We were in the mid 100,000, like 140 to 160,000. But again, that was with premium tanks on a premium account, where normally those games would have been like a profit of, let's see, like 160 would be less than half of that. So it'd be like a 70,000, 60,000 profit game because you're spending some of what you're making, some of your gross on ammo and repairs. So these 100% really boost the amount of money you can make. The last two that we used on the show, the first one we made a profit of 170,000 or 1.7 million, roughly, if I remember correctly. And then the next one, we made a profit of over 2 million. And we would have made more, except I wrapped it up about 10 minutes early. Also consider that I spend a lot of time talking between games, and sometimes I'll stay in the game after I die instead of immediately going to the next one. So if you have a bad game, just jump out, get into the next tank, and grind those credits. You also get plus 100% for 1 hour or 3 hours, plus 100% for 3 hours. Battle XP, which is your tank XP, and crew XP. And on previous marketing, they've used the free XP icon with the battle XP descriptor, so that could be a little misleading, but you do get the battle, crew, and credits, and a great credit booster. I mean, that's why I'm enthusiastic about this. If you don't spend any money on the game, so that you don't have gold, you don't have really a way to get gold, this is a way to get it, but again, I don't know how much, but if you have 0 gold and you get 200 gold, if you get 100 gold, that's fairly substantial. Same with premium time. That helps with your credit boosting. If you get some premium time and you use that credit booster, you're just going to make even more money. So it's a great way for free-to-play players to experience premium game. We're going to start with the Jackson today. Was there anything else? Oh, yeah. So we need to beat a base XP score of 809 in a Tier 6 tank. If we have a pretty decent game, I don't even think it has to be a, oh my God, what a game! But I think it has to be a well above average game. Probably, I'm guessing 2,000 damage would spotting half of what you've done, or maybe getting some additional assistance, and then win. That's probably going to get you in the upper 700s, lower 800s, I'm guessing. So I think we're about. Oh, also, there's a bonus code this weekend. There's a bonus code every weekend. That's not what I'm looking for. There it is. Watt Birthday gets you a 3-day subscription, 3-day rental of the Samoa. Let's bring that up. It's not going to be there. Bing, Tier 8, heavy, and there we go. So this French Tier 8 premium tank autoloader, I believe it's 4-round, 5-round? Yeah, 5-round auto-loading magazine. It's pretty similar to the AMX 5100, but the armor's better. It's not better enough to be reliable. You know, you're not going to want to rely on that. Poker Face, sorry I've been ignoring you. Yeah, I'm just about ready to start. So this is a good damage tank. It's not a great armor tank. It's not a great mobility tank. But if you can back someone up who has great armor, you know, wait till someone fires at them and then, you know, go in and unleash a couple of rounds real quick, maybe 3 rounds even, or go in and clip them out. It's a great damage dealer. And it's a pretty good tank. So another way, again, for free-to-play players to get that premium experience. And make sure you enter that code before the server restart Monday morning. I believe that's when the cutoff is. So, like, probably for me, that would be Sunday night, or it would be Monday morning at about 3 or 4 a.m. It's usually right about when they do the server, between 3 and 5 Central Time. You do the math on where you are. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Bing. Get rid of that. And we want to do Tier 6 tank destroyers exclusively. Apparently, I only have 8 of them. I wonder if I have any under rentals. Probably not. No. So, well, that should be fun. We're going to probably play all of them. Ooh, I haven't played that one in a while. Maybe we won't do all of them, but we're going to do quite a few of them. So, Saturday Showdown, once again, we've got to beat 809 base XP, and then that'll get us free gold. Not free, because you've earned it, but that'll get you some amount of gold. Do you know how much gold and premium time you get from this? Because I haven't seen it come up, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, one other bit of news. Let's go here so we can see this, and activate that. Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it now. There it is. Skipped it. This weekend, the discounts are you can convert XP to free XP. So if you have a tank that you got a bunch of extra XP on, then you can convert that with gold at the rate of 40 free XP per gold. Crap, I can't remember exactly how that works. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. Consumables. Oh, I need to do this before we get started. So your fire extinguishers, your food, med kits, those things are 50% off. Stock up. Stock up. You know you use them. Buy them while they're half price, and then you will be spending less after battle when you use them. Customization. So any customizations, decals, camouflage, 50% off in the exterior store. Equipment, okay, so also equipment, so like your improved aiming device, vertical stabilizer, vents. Garage slots are 50% off, which I just noticed here. They're 150 gold per slot right now. Discounts on, how do you describe this? The tanks that are available in the game client for gold have a discount on them. Tier 5 for 50% off. So if you wanted to get that Chinu Kai, there you go. You've been waiting for that, right? But then you got your Tier 6 through 7 at 30% off. And there are some good Tier 6, especially tank destroyers, things like that. So Poker Face is telling us it's 300 gold and 3 days of premium. That sounds about right. And then you get 3 each of those battle experience, crew experience, and credit boosters. Each of those plus 100% for 3 hours. So 9 hours if you want to run 3 at a time. I'd say spend all your credits on consumables and sell it after the sale if you really need it. Yeah, this is a point that I've seen Disciple 13 make in a video. If you spend all of your money on your consumables, or most of your money, credits on consumables, and then once the sale is over, you find yourself in a situation where you need credits, you can sell them back at half price, which means you're getting the same amount back that you spent on them. I don't know. I think if you try to sell them during the sale, they might be, you might only get 25%. Maybe we can test that. And then also regular tech tree vehicles are on sale at the same rate. That's with the exclusion of Czech heavy tanks and the American Yo tanks. All right, so what was the one thing we wanted to test? I already forgot. First, convert XP. We'll just pick a tank, or yeah, whatever. So if we wanted to convert 40 XP, that's going to cost 1 gold. So 40 XP from a tank gets converted to 40 free XP that you can spend on any other tank. I think normally you get 25 or 30 per gold. Cancel. And then let's see if we go into depot and look at consumables. Which one is consumables? Is it this one? There we go. So if I want to, chocolate for instance, so if I want to sell chocolate, I would be selling it for 5,000, whereas in the store, if I want to buy chocolate right now, it's probably 10,000. Come on now, won't you, hey? There we go, consumables. And if we can locate some chocolate, just for a one-to-one comparison. Yeah, currently. So if you try to sell it back during the sale, you get half of the sale price. So you get 25% of the value. But after the sale, if you try to sell it back, you'll get the same amount that you bought it for. I think that's clear enough. While we're here, so what do I use? I play the AMBT a lot, so I need cola. I currently have 235. That's probably enough, but I'm going to go ahead and get another 100. That's a million. Bing! Right off of there. And, you know, I've been using those credit boosters to get that credit up. Toof! I probably should log on and supply up like it's Oregon Trail. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get dysentery. Boom. What else do we need? What's the Chinese one? Is that onigiri? No, that's Japanese. Japanese. Do I need onigiri? I don't think I need onigiri. Improved combat rations is Chinese crew. I only have one of these, and I'm thinking about using these on the tier 8 tech tree. So let's get 100 of those. There goes another million. Cha-ching. And again, if I don't use them, I feel like I don't want to use them anymore after the sale's over. I can get back the same amount I spent on them. We got a lot of French auto loaders. I don't tend to use food on French tanks, but you know, with those auto loaders, you can't use a rammer. So why not? I mean, it improves everything. Russian combat rations, I don't tend to use those, but I'll get some. Chinese was the one that I was most worried about. Got spaghetti and meat sauce. Yeah, for like the Italian autoloaders. I have 145 in the depot. I'm going to get 100 more. I probably got to get 150 more. Although I don't play them that much. Yeah, let's get 50 more. And wow, we're already down to 3 million. Yeah, I have stocked up on automatic fire extinguishers. Regular fire extinguishers, they're almost not worth having. It's not like if you were like super skilled and you could hit the manual fire extinguisher before it ticked off that first fire damage, then maybe they would be worth getting. The only reason to get the manual other than the automatic is if you want both, or if you feel like you're going to run into a situation often enough where you anticipate getting set on fire multiple times and you want to wait until you are recovered into a safe location before you activate your fire extinguisher. Very situational. I would say that's never going to happen. I do need some extra gas. Wait, is there a 110 octane? I think there's 110 octane, isn't there? No, just 100. So let's get a few more of these. I only use them on, I think, one light tank. So I'm only going to, which I don't play that much, so we're just going to get 30 of those just so I don't run out. Tea and pudding, maybe. Well, let's see what we got. 62 chocolate, so that's German cruise. Let's just round that up to 100. He's acting like it's Monopoly money. Never use food, no idea how many Costco's I can open. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I had just sitting around a lot. Japanese, I can't see too many situations where I'd be using the Japanese food. Maybe in a ranked battle, using food instead of fire extinguisher. And if you have a crew with full fire extinguishing, maybe that. We're already down to 2.4 million. I need to pump the brakes. How many large repair kits do I have? Over 1,000 automatic fire extinguishers, and small repair kits I have 736. Let's go ahead and round that up to 1,000. So that's going to be 200 and we'll just say 270. Will it let me buy that many? There we go. All right, down to 2 million, and I think I've got everything I wanted to get. Quality oil, so that, I think that's for Russian tanks, or maybe that's Lend-Lease oil. I don't remember, but they're cheap enough that, and I don't think I use them. So if I do need to buy them, it won't be that expensive during the game. All right, so that's pretty much everything. Also, I could get some equipment, things that I tend to buy, like aiming device, which this doesn't show that it's half off. Are these normally? Oh, okay, there it is, 50% off. So I could grab a few of these, a few vert stabs. I have total types 3, so yeah, let's get 3 of these because I will probably be using them. So there's another million down the drain, so to speak. And then improved aiming. I think I'm just going to hold off. Maybe if we make some more money before the sale's over, I'll do that. But let's keep $1 million available in case we need to buy something. And most of the things that we need to buy, we'll be able to buy on sale right now. I do have a lot of consumables, and you know, I try to stay ahead so that when I'm making money in the game, I don't lose as much during the replenishment process. Okay, so tier 6 tank destroyers again. Boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom. Actually, we got to go here. We got to beat that base XP score of 809. And let's see, how much time do I have? Maybe not enough time, given that I'm not an awesome player. Let's see if we can get 809 in all of them, in all 8 of these. That would be fantastic. Of course, we'd only be able to submit 1. And the only place I know where to submit them is on Twitter. You'd submit your after action report, your main script. Well, we'll talk about that after we do a battle. So we actually have something to look at. There, if anyone knows where else you can submit your scores to get the rewards for Showdown Saturday, please let me know. I imagine it's on the forums, but I haven't looked. It might be on Reddit. I haven't looked. But for as many people as I've seen get the reward, because they have posted results of showing everyone that earned the reward, there were more people that earned the reward than had replied to the Twitter post. So I believe there are other places that you can submit. I just don't know where. All right. Tier 6 tank destroyer in a tier 8 game. I don't hear anything. Okay, there we go. Encounter. Since we're going for a high score, it would make sense to use premium ammo, but I spent all my money. Okay. Encounter. Oh, that bell means we've reloaded. I'm giving that a try. For things like the Bisante, I found it kind of confusing or unclear when the... oh, this is in Russian over here. Is there a way to... Oh, you can move that around? Very nice. Feels like it should go right here. That's our load indicator. Alright, what's the enemy going to do? There's a Hellcat. Yeah, I'm way out of position. Hey, 6:30. I think that means it's time to start streaming. He's behind a rock. Will he go to the left or will he go to the right? I think he's going to peek right there. See if he can... If I were him, I'd want to try to peek through that bush. I killed something? I think that was the wrong... Or maybe that's because someone on my team got a kill. It wasn't me. And aiming. Went low. I didn't have the lead quite right. That bell. That's gonna take some getting used to. What are we aiming at, guys? I should probably go after the Cromwell. Both tanks are dangerous. Yeah, those are like the two best tier 6 tanks, arguably. The T-34-85M and the Cromwell, or Cromwell B. They're pretty similar, performance-wise, and I didn't quite lead him enough. I was thinking it would still hit, but now he's got a little bit of a head. Oh, of steam. And then he hit the brakes, and I hit him in the mantlet. No shot here. The Caro 88 down here might get a shot on him. Where's he going? Oh, we got the setters back up. There's a little spot right there that we might have been able to hit him. Kind of reminds me of the old Kentucky targets. Is that bell getting annoying? Ding! Oh, that's my aiming timer. I thought it was a reload timer. Ooh, can we? Nice! Alright. This used to be my favorite tank. Oh! I thought he was going to move more. I thought he was going to move more. Let's get some cover here. No shots anywhere. Yeah. There's a possible shot on the Luva. Now he's going back to cover. What about this Jackson? That's Miss Jackson if you're nasty. And, oh. Ting. We're only up to 1,000 damage, and it feels like more. I suspect that the E25 is going to peak now that the Caro is surrounded. No? Take a blind fire. That obviously hit dirt. No shots over there. Oh, the E25 has moved. Oh, there's the setter again. And someone else got him. All right, AMX M45. Let's go ahead and load gold. He's got pretty good armor. And I'm not sure we're going to get spotted before we get a shot on him. Before we get a safe shot on him. Ah, that went low. He's trying to use those trees for concealment. He's still alive. Oh, he just disappeared. We could take a blind fire with some nice... Oh! He is retreating. This is going to be tough, because I'm not going to have good cover going in, or concealment. Yeah, he knows what's up. He's not going to stick it out. Oh, he stuck it out a little, but not enough. What a way to spend a gold round. Can we go... Oh, and it's over! What? Yeah, that bell. I'm going to start salivating. Oh my god, I did it again. Rudy, you did it again! Alright, so we got 492 base XP. Yeah, we only did 1,026 damage. So if we had gotten 809 base XP, then we would take a screenshot of this, screenshot of this, screenshot of this, and upload them in response to that Twitter, World of Tanks Twitter account. What just happened? Jordan, thanks for the follow. Hopefully that means we'll be seeing more of you. Get that where I can see it. Close enough-ish. All right. Hopefully you know about the Showdown Saturday. If not, I can explain it all again. I probably should have brought up the Twitter page. Take screenshots of all of that and then post them in a reply to the Twitter, or if there's another place to upload those, whatever that is. And World of Tanks. Let's bring that up. So, the World of Tanks Twitter account. Today is National Unicorn Day. Huh. Interesting. So we can see here we have a post for this week's Showdown Saturday. And if we get that 800, when we get that 809, we'll reply with screenshots of those 3 battle results screens. And should we try the Jackson again? Yeah, let's... Oh, one peek before we go. I wanted to make sure, because it felt like... Are we in already? It felt like the damage was a little low, but no, we've got the best gun on it. Apparently, we are just supposed to be getting 240 damage per shot. I thought it was a little higher than that, but it's tier 6, so I guess not. Yeah, the 809, not super easy. Not super easy. Oh, okay. Maybe if latency isn't an issue, the SA server might be a little bit easier. All right, it looks like we are just about ready to start a battle. I might have to grab the harmonica for these long loads. What is our... We have to do 5,000... Yeah, 5,000 damage plus 3 critical hits. Probably not going to do that in tier 6. I don't know if I have enough ammo to do that in tier 6. Standard battle. We're up against tier 7s. Run to the hills. This guy likes his paint jobs. So does he. That's how you can tell someone plays these tanks a lot. Yeah. Me too. Actually, I can't... The rules aren't always clear, and I'm not sure if it has to be on the North American server. Because that is the North American Twitter account. World of Twanks. World of Twanks. World of Twinks? No, that's completely different. Don't Google that. So, I don't know if getting 809 on the SA server will get you the reward. Oh man, I feel like I just chose the wrong position. We've got that Super Chaffee trying to cross the field. We're nowhere near him. Yeah, again, I should have stayed there because I would have gotten a shot on this guy in just a moment. And now he spotted me. There are two... He didn't spot me. There are two artillery. So I'm going to be a little vulnerable here. But we have binocs, so maybe we will spot someone. But I don't have enough gun depression, I don't think, that I can pull back and get a shot without lighting myself up. Yeah, he's got the right idea. This VK is probably going to try to counter this AMX. Oh my goodness. I gotta help him. I gotta help him. But I don't want to be spotted. Yeah, it went off. And we're getting shot by their Jackson. Oh, thank you, Artie. Artie Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Of Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In fame. Oof. Super Chaffee just took a hit. Okay, the VK is coming in, and they got a Hellcat there too. I might be able to come over here and get him. No, I've still got to expose quite a bit. Yeah. I can't have my main gun damaged. Yay! Thanks again, Artie. Sorry for all those things I said about you. Well, not all of them. Not all of them. Codes Are Us also mentions that it can be done on S. Okay, maybe. I think I would... Ooh. I would say if you have better latency on North America, you should probably at least try North America. Enemy at the gates. Let's, and we're close enough that we might be spotted. The cheese that goes crunch. And I don't have a good angle on him. Let's try it anyway. Nope, he's on to me. I don't know if I'm actually spotted. He probably has binocs. Ah, crap. I don't think I was spotted. Now I'm spotted. And he has the advantage here because I can't pin the front of him. So I've been better off going into that dip, although they had at least 2 tanks over there previously. And that time we did 1100 damage. It's still not going to be enough for 809 base XP. Maybe that would have been the time. Oh, yeah. At least against that AT. That would have been a good time for gold. Alright, Hellcat time. Hellcat, similar in a lot of ways to the Jackson, just way more mobile. Armor's far less forgiving. With the Jackson, if you're peeking, you've got a chance of bouncing incoming shots. You have a chance of surviving your mistakes. With the Hellcat, it's made of tissue paper. Unless someone hits you in the mantlet or the angle's wrong and they They go through your track without hitting your hull. But if you get hit in the hull from just about any angle, you're not going to bounce any tier 6s at least. And then this mantlet is fairly thick. You can bounce some stuff there. Alright, it's assault. And I'm in a tank destroyer. I know exactly what I want to do. I want to go up to A4. Because you can get... Oh, this guy might be doing the same thing. You can get up here, and if someone hugs the red line coming over this berm, they can't see you, but your team will spot them, and then you can fire without being spotted. And who doesn't like that? Yeah, he's got exactly the same idea. Downside is you're not spotting your own damage. Yeah, we got to get a little bit closer to see if we can get this Progetto. No? I thought there was a T-20 also. I can't pin that. I might be able to track it. Just feeding him a Defender medal. Is that what it's called? Iron wall? Steel curtain? I can't remember what it's called now. Steel wall? Can you tell we're attacking? It's tricky. I learned that from Run DMC. See, and he can't see us. If he'd have pulled up right here, he probably would have seen us. There's that guy. I'm going to take a blind fire. Although I don't have a lot of ammo. I might have been able to pin his side there as he was coming around. Ooh, side turret? Nope, clean miss. Keep an eye on that mini-map. Side turret again. Nope, he turned again. Oh, crap. What happened there? How did we get spotted? It has to be the Progetto spotted us. Yeah. So he spotted us before we spotted him. And then all hell broke loose. It was a good idea until it wasn't. Now the T-78, it has the crew... I can't remember what the crew is out of. It might be the Jackson, it might be the Hellcat. Defeat in the Jackson. Bwah, bwah. There goes my my percentages. So T-78 has my Jackson crew in it. We'll go with the Jackson again. And then if this one doesn't work out, then we'll start spreading the love around a little more. Get some variety in there. All right, Tier 6, Encounter. We're on the north side. So the safe thing to do is to head up to A5 and snipe from the shelf. There's a lot of Tier 5s and a lot of Tier 4s, so we don't really have the mobility. So the temptation to go around the cliff... It's hard to say. So we're going to go up here and then reevaluate. Or we're going to head in that direction and reevaluate. We're at least going to come up here. And then I might move to the buildings. Look out, horsey! I thought you liked Stone Pony. Just Linda Ronstadt. So this guy wants to go to the same place that we do. I'm going to let him get ahead of me. Alright, so if we have 2 team members up here... Oh, we only have 1. And this was... Ah, man. I let myself and everyone down there, because my whole plan was to get up here far enough, pre-aim, and then shoot whoever tries to cross up there. Oh, nice pixel shot. Alright, well, he's had something to think about. Hopefully I don't drive off the cliff. There's the cliff. Alright, no shots. This Lago might be trying to do the same thing as me, but he's got more mobility. He's down, so there's nothing for me to shoot at. P-43 BIS. It's a pretty good tank. I think it's underrated. But I think it's better in random battles than it is in like a clan war situation. Well, hello there. See how our tank forgave us for getting shot? Alright, he's there. There is an artillery, so I don't know if I will be targeted. Someone's coming up behind me. A friendly. You can also see how slow the turret movement is. It did not forgive us that time. Alright. Keep on moving. I've never considered running food on this. Looks like we have binocs, improved aiming, and a rammer. What would I substitute? With food, that might give me the 445 spotting range. The only real benefit for, in this case, for binocs over optics, because I think even optics would get me close to, if not full view range, is that overcoming camouflage. I shouldn't have tracked him. I should have gone for the lower plate. I don't think he's going to move, and we don't have vision on who's actually capping, or is that M4 capping? Oh, he's taking blind fires over here. Oh, look at what we have here. Let's see, proximity spot. That was a waste of a shell. Now maybe this guy will go after me. Probably artillery will go after me. Let's just go in and get this M8A1. We might get lucky and no one up here will shoot us. Oh, almost! Yeah, we've got a T-28 up here. So there again, I think he probably got us in the mantlet. So we're capping now. But I need 809, right? Was I spotted? If I wasn't spotted, then he has retreated. Doesn't mean he won't come back. Oh, no, someone is spotting us. Is it the Achilles? Or is it someone else up here? No one's shooting us, so who knows? I don't think I have a shot. I had a shot. Why am I leaving if I have a shot? Uh-oh, here comes the artillery. can go through his rear. Oh, he derped us. He derped us. All right, 1,600 damage. Looks like we're probably going to win. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get us at 809, but we'll see. Maybe. Oh, and thanks for joining us, Dr. Kuhlman. So there's the Hellcat, and that one is only 315. Was that even a victory? That was a victory. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got eliminated pretty early by the. Oh, we've got an update coming in. Looks like we won already. Anytime now. There we go. I received a token. I'm not sure why. Probably for a mission. Token. Was it this token? So maybe it was for the second daily mission. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and we just got, that's what it is. We just got 300 battle pass points, which is 6 tiers or 6 stages in the chapter. And I'm already on the last chapter. I got the $10 reinforcement pack. So you get the extra commander and the rewards along the way. And yeah, you just get handed so many battle pass points for that. Again, not... Oh, so close! So close. If we had done... I think if we beat 2,000 on damage, then that's going to be enough. Let's take out the Chinese tank. This is the premium? Or is it the... No, this is Tech Tree. I don't know if there is a premium Tier 6 Chinese tank destroyer. That was fairly close. $10 what now? I don't know if it's still available, and I won't... Actually, if I use Chrome... Let me open Chrome. And world... let's use that one. My daughter's, so that way I know it's not going to have World of Tanks stuff on it. World of Tanks Premium... Where's the premium shop? There it is. Excuse me. And Battle Pass. So, oh, I can't tell unless you log in. So there's 3 Battle Pass upgrades that you can buy, and it might be too late, or today might be the last day that you can get this one. Because I thought it said it was over on the 9th. So you can get the Improved Battle Pass, where you can get the bottom row of rewards as well as the top row. You can get the Daily Gold one, which I got. So for 30 days, every day you fight a battle, log in and fight a battle, then you'll get 250 gold for that first battle, win, lose, draw. Just click Start. Just click Battle. Is basically it. So that you can get 7,500 gold back that way. Is it worth it? In a way. It's probably not the best way to buy gold, but it's not a bad deal. So I think it's an extra $15 for that. And then there was this other one, $10, which is reinforcements, which gives you, oh, look at that, which gives you a list of challenges, missions, and as you complete those, you get rewards for those. There's only like 6 of them. And then at the end, you unlock a commander recruit that is just like the other 3 commanders that you get from the Battle Pass. You know, where they have brothers in arms pre-trained plus enough experience to train 2 more skills. So it's a pretty good deal. We're in a Tier 7 battle. And a commander with a Zeroth skill, like the 0 skill brothers in arms, is great, because after like 3 or 4 skills, it takes so much XP, perks or skills, to train the next one up. Now this HTC, we can only pin him. Well, if he shows his side like that, maybe we can get him. But those machine gun turrets on the side to the rear are where we need to hit him. And it looks like he's retreating. And with 2 versus 1, that's probably... He probably wants to keep us in front of him. We can one-shot this bougie, I think. Probably, if we can hit and pin him. He's got okay armor. Whoa! And oh, the confusion, I just auto-aimed. Alright. Oh no! So this is a bad situation. It's too many versus too few. So we've got the SU-100 in front of us, which is about the same battle capacity as this tank. And then there's also the T-28 HTC, which, if we can't get a shot on those machine gun turrets, we are at a disadvantage. I'm going to run under the bridge if I can. That guy probably just spotted me, so that gave away my element of surprise. I should be just about unspotted. And, my plan, all part of my master plan, was to come up here and then try to shoot him while he approaches the base. But I may be spotted again as I cross these tracks. And I was probably spotted, yeah. Oh crap, this guy's over here already. He's a spady bugger, ain't he? But it's the HT-28 that I'm a little more worried about, because he has great frontal armor. He's over there as well. Hit those balls, go right through. I think I've been spotted, but if he doesn't one-shot me, I can probably hit that ball and take him out. Gotta hit him in the balls! Again, we're going to be vulnerable crossing the tracks. And I don't have support here, so it's one-on-one, and I'm at half health. I believe he's full health. So, unless he just really goofs up, it's not going to go my way. I'm acting like I'm going this way, so he'll be expecting me here. And then maybe we can surprise him by coming back the other way. I was hoping that Wolverine would make himself vulnerable. Am I last man standing? I am. So... So 952 damage. April 15th is when that expires. Good to know, good to know. And I don't know if that's the one they were talking about. There's going to be another one that was going to be $10, but I don't know if it was just confusing and they meant that one when it was already, they said it was going to come out when it was already out, or if there is going to be a 5th Battle Pass extension. 295, not great. This is a decent tank. I'm glad I didn't sell it. Crew's not horrible. Let's try the one that just killed us, the SU-100. And then we'll have to play the SU-100Y as well. That thing's amazing. Well, it's got a super long reload. It's huge and boxy. The frontal armor is unreliable, but you'll bounce some stuff off of the front sometimes. What else can we say about it? Oh yeah. huge alpha damage. If you get in a match, it's tier 6. If you get in a match with tier 4s, you will be one-shotting so many things. It just feels evil. You will be wringing your hands. That's how you will feel when you're one-shotting things left and right. I think the clock is slow. What are we going to do here? We're up against tier 6s. I'm glad I got to show you guys how to take out that T28 HTC. Because if you don't know where to shoot it, it can be a challenge. If you do know where to shoot it, it can still be a challenge. Especially if it's coming around a corner in a city, because they can totally protect those machine gun turrets. I think someone was waiting to see that tree fall. The tree fell in the forest, and even though no one was there to see it, using his remote viewing skill, I don't think this Jackson's going to give us that shot that we're looking for. Oh, crap. Look up north. Those guys may get overrun, because those two are playing aggressively. Alright, KV3, or VK, what is it? 36, 30-02 is coming in. What happened? Dr. Kuhlman, thanks for the follow. That makes me think that you intend to come back sometime. I hope so. All that aiming for so little damage. And he has considered that life choice. What's this 5916 doing? That's a Chinese light tank. It's a pretty good light tank. A little bit of armor, a lot of mobility, pretty good view range. So 100Y right about there. Should we blind fire? Let's go ahead and blind fire. Nope, hit the ground. Oh, wow, we just lost the south. So that is going to be an issue. And there are going to be tears shed shortly. Yeah, we're not going to get a shot on that guy. Oh, what's going on here? Is he coming back? He's coming back. I don't want him to see me. It's bad luck to see me. It's very bad luck. Crap, what's this OI doing? There's no shot on the Cheeto. Maybe now? Nope. Still no shot. These guys are behind the buildings. Yeah. Oh, there's a 100, and thought maybe he would show us a little bit more of his silhouette, or side, I should say. No shot there. He should be exposed shortly. No, I guess there's just too many rocks. Or maybe he's behind the hill. Oh, 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 oh. Once again, the cheese that goes crunch. That looked like it hit dirt. Type 58 has cover. If this 5916 spots me, I'm probably going to be eliminated pretty quickly. Crap. I should have held my fire. Maintained my camouflage. I don't even know if I have 6th Sense in this vehicle. I think we've answered that question adequately. So they're probably a 5916 is probably right there. Give them a little scare. Not enough of a scare, probably. Ooh, that's a tank you do not want to hit you. And I don't know if I'm still spotted or not. He's got a pretty long reload, but I didn't act quickly enough. We're surrounded. And we're completely spotted, so unless this guy misses us... Oh wow, and there's another guy up there. Yeah, we're just dead. Hard to play without a team. I tried to take advantage of the situation and it came back to bite me. That never happens. I will unfollow you if you don't get the 809. I'll probably get it. Just to keep thinking, oh, this is a hard tank to master. It's got, oh man, I don't even have equipment in it. So we're obviously going to want vents, which thankfully are half price. Act now. And what else do we want? Rammer, vents, something to aid in our shot. So improved rotation would be good. Aiming device is probably what I'm going to put on there. What's our view range? 317. Oh man, so we'll be so vulnerable if we get in a situation where we're alone. Can I? Oh, that battle's over. Come on now. There you go. Not 809. No, not even close. 121. Turbo wouldn't be bad, but I think we're going to go with the binocs. And that'll take us up to a spotting of 397. How bad is the crew in this? Oh, pretty bad. Pretty bad. So, and I can't use a crew book on them because they're not fully trained. All right. Not 300. Let's go for a 200 for 1 hour. Although we may only play this tank once since it's going to be... a pain, even if I had everything in it. We'll just go for 25% for 1 hour. What else do we need here? Let's make sure that we have all the right modules. Yes, 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 yes. Do we want to put camo on it? Sure, let's put camo on it. I've got camo laying around. Yeah, this is the new one. Looks weird, but let's go ahead and apply that. And we have ammo. Let's switch this for a automatic fire extinguisher because manual's just what's the point? All right. Well, it used to be even worse though, where you'd get in a situation, you're getting shot by lots of guys, and the last thing that it would report to you is, oh, and by the way, you're on fire. And just like, oh, is that why I'm dead? And there were plenty of times be playing and your tank would explode and then you'd get the message, we're on fire. Yeah. So how many tier 6 tank destroyers are in each game? It seems like, you know, there would be more with this Showdown Saturday thing going on, but maybe some people just get to 809 and take off. Come on, crew. I guess I could also spend the gold and get the crew up to 100 and then maybe use a crew book on them. I may do that. I may do that. At this point, I'm looking at it like I've got a little under 2 hours. I should be able to get the 809 in something. Probably the Hellcat. Maybe the 100Y. What is the shell velocity? I can't see it, can I? No. The shell velocity on these rounds is pretty slow. Oh, someone's in spotting range.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh, crap. The 1357 is going to get me. Oh! Or spot me, I should say. That's what I was worried about. No shot here. I shouldn't have taken that shot. Shouldn't have taken it. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah, but there are consequences for firing and missing. You expose your position. You have less ammo. Alright, he's dead. One less thing to worry about. Our Fury is about to get overwhelmed. Oh, turn, damn you! And I don't think I'm going to be able to help him. We are probably going to die in the next 2 minutes. If not sooner. And I kind of went the wrong way there. Cavalier is falling back. What was that? I think they were shooting at him. The Cavalier. Fury didn't pull in front of me that time, though. He's going to fall back for a reload, and then what will he do after that? It looked like someone pushed a tree and may be coming this way. Could be the T1 Heavy. Ah, I got gunky eye. Sounds like a Pokemon. There he is. Can probably go through his turret. If we hit it. Can we get his lower plate? No. His upper plate would probably be a waste at that angle. Okay, this game could go either way. It looks like we're ahead, but I might be better off just rushing this guy. Alright, where's the ram? Let's get him! Let's get him, boys! It's been a while since I've seen Blazing Saddles. I've been thinking about watching it with the kids, the older kids anyway. I don't really need my first grader running around school saying, "One move and the brother gets it." Except, you know, not brother. I should shoot under that tank. Yeah, if I'd have shot him right there, probably would have penetrated, probably would have hit, and he wouldn't have had a chance to fire at me. Oh, look! There's a tank there. It's like, that's one solid bush. Get your mind out of the gutter. Two tanks left. We're not getting that. Well, I can't see getting the 809 here. That seems unfeasible. Although the E25 is a tier 7, so we'd get extra XP for damaging it. And this guy is 2-1, and the SU-152 should be able to one-shot him. And it's over. Wait, why are you still turning? Why are you still turning? I don't know if we'll play this tank again today. Probably, because we've got time. But I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the crew. I missed an important event. How much you want to bet it's not important? It's not that important. Yay. Oh, that's nice. I've got to choose which. These are non-random, so I got to choose which nation I want to put blueprints towards. All right, so train these bros up. Yeah. And then what are we going to do? Brothers? It might make sense to put 6 cents on this guy, but let's start with brothers. So there's 800 gold down the drain. Watch me select the wrong one by accident. Then I got to spend more gold to undo it. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for you. There we go. Okay, so we've got a decent crew in. I'm tempted to take it out again, but I've been talking about the 100Y. Let's take it out. So I've got a decent crew in here. This is mostly my ISU 152 crew, except for, I thought I had one guy in here. Oh, this guy, SU 101, because this tank has 2 gunners. Strange. It's a big gun. Don't you know? I think it was last Saturday. I met the Showdown Saturday goal just as I was running out of time. What was it? It was like 664, and we lost the battle, but I got 669, and it was just like, woohoo! All right, this time we're defending. Are we in the 100Y? Hello, Wolfgang.
Ooh, more tanks.
You're back from SOAR already?
Yeah. I mean, we only took a 100, 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Okay. Did Sebastian stay there?
No, he's home too.
Okay. We went to a birthday party today. When I say we, so tier 6, I kind of want to go to the south side because the south side tends to get neglected. But I am closer to the north side. So let's start here. I love this commander. He's so mouthy. Woof. I don't know. So, you couldn't find Sebastian's shirt? His Mandalorian shirt? That's a shame. If I hadn't had him show it to Mom last night, he wouldn't have lost it. Aim forever. Yep. So. really want to make your shots count in this one, because you got that long load time, you've got that long aim time, and repositioning is time consuming. How much damage did we do on that? We don't know because he was invisible at the time. Alright, here we go. Churchill right in the turret. That was 440 damage at tier 6. You gotta love that. And not even an HE round. Oh, lucky guy. Yeah, this is the boring part.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Thanks for stopping by. So their KV2 is in town. At full health, and it would probably take me 2 shots, maybe 3 shots to kill him. No shot there. Oh, look at this south. Nobody. Hardly anybody's covering the south. No one's really... Oh, I'm going to bump my friend. That would have sucked if that was right when he was pulling the trigger. Right, so if these guys can light that guy again... I'm out of his spotting range here. We also know he was last seen right about here. So we can take a blind fire. Give him something to think about. This VK-28 is thinking about poking over here. Is he up? He's up. We missed him because he was right there. Aiming. 404 damage. Oh, oh, evil laugh, right?
Double kill.
Only 19 damage, but you know, we got the kill, and I don't think we were spotted. Half their team is dead. Let's move in. Oh, wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. I think I can get a shot between these houses. Aiming, aiming, aiming. That's kind of a low roll for this tank. Look at that delicious side. And we might be able to hit his engine compartment. Nope, he's retreating. Why would you retreat? You were doing so well. So, oh man. They are making a pretty good move over there. I can't see if these guys are coming this way. And I don't know if the T-34 can see them. I don't think I have a shot here. Might have a shot here. Only if he comes... No, that fountain's in the way too. He's got to come forward quite a bit, like that. And we were spotted. Ah! Craptastic. Is it worth... Yeah, my team folded like a card table.
One of our tracks is damaged. It can break at any time. Our tracks will hit. Stay to the breakage.
Missed. Foresight, he's gonna get a shot on me. We're still in the game. STRV, I can't one-shot the STRV, and he's gonna probably outmaneuver me. Oh, I showed too much to the Churchill. Oh, by a lot. Oh, he had more than half my tank. 1,600 damage. Probably a loss. Almost certainly. Oh, but man, the tank's got a mighty woof. That's actually dry lube. WD-40 dry lube. So what are you going to use it on?
I was trying to, cause like the scooter, it's like rusted and it won't spin the wheels.
The scooter?
Yeah, we have a scooter.
Oh, yeah, that thing. You're probably better off using the blue can, the regular WD-40. Yeah, they're brand new. They're at the bottom of that tool chest.
Okay.
But clean as much dirt off as you can first.
Yeah, I thought that would.
So with a lot, whoa, I guess we got some blind fires. So with a loss, we made, we're at 482 XP. Had we won, that probably would have been hovering right around 800. What have we not played? The Achilles and the T-78, so let's do those two. Did you find them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you probably need a knife to cut that plastic. Here, you want a knife?
That would work too. Oh man, I'm afraid with all this going back and forth, I'm gonna knock your green screen down.
That is very considerate of you. Achilles. What are we going to do here? Oh, we're on this side. And it's tier 7. We don't have a lot of armor. I'm going to assume that we're going to go right over here. What else do we need to think about? 4 heavy tanks, 1 light tank. Yeah, so let's head over here past this fallen airplane and see if we can snipe the light tank as he tries to go up. I can almost imagine the Type 58 wanting to go up there. But I don't think the Firefly Vickers... Oh! Well, you didn't quite knock that tree the right direction, but that's fine. And I don't have any equipment on this tank, so someone else has to spot for me. I did not look at that. I'm lucky we have ammo, I suppose. It doesn't look like the BC's coming this way. I don't want to block the Jackson who's behind me. You don't know how to close these?
No.
You push this to the side, and that lets it move.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what
Okay.
keeps it open.
I thought that was another blade.
Keeps you from cutting your fingers off. Well,
Oh.
reduces the probability.
Yeah.
All right, everybody being really cautious. Someone over there. Oh, and there's our 12-ton. So he may want to try to run up here now. That'd be amazing if we could damage and track him and then someone else killed him. Or, you know, the other way around.
Enemy armor is damaged.
He might have been better off if he just kept going. I don't know if this crew has any skills. Thought I had something to show me that, but maybe not. All right, the Leo is by himself up in the hill, but I'm also still worried about these guys here in the middle. So I kind of want to divert to help the Leo. Oh, there's an Excalibur over there. Somewhat uncommon. I think one of the reasons it's somewhat uncommon is even the people that have it don't like it. I don't know. There's the Leo. There's his adversaries who have good cover. Damn. I'm also a little bit worried about There's two over here. Is the AMX going to make a run up the hill? I suspect he will. Oh, wow. T-29 just broke through over here, and the location I was earlier would have been a perfect spot to take a shot at him. Over where our Jackson is. And tracked. I think he doesn't look tracked. 44-1 is a decent tank. He's getting shot and he's still coming forward? Oh, I see. He's hugging that wall. I might need a gold round for this. Do I have gold rounds? Got 15 of them. Got 14 of them. Wow. That did like no damage. That was probably too high. Alright, let's save our ammo. And we're getting shot from behind. Because the guys I was going to take out are here now. Oh goodness, that was a waste of a perfectly good gold round. And I'm going to get shot from behind here again in a moment. Yep, there he is. I can't really blame my team. I mean, they weren't even alive. Is that everything? Oh, the T-78. We'll get one game in the T-78, and then we'll concentrate a little bit more. I don't know. I think the Hellcat is probably our safest bet. Because of its mobility, you can redeploy. The 100Y has that huge damage potential. And it will pin just about everything with standard rounds. Yeah, maybe not tier 8, but... Ooh, oh man, okay. So we're going to go up the one line and we're going to be aggressive in this area. I'm probably going to go straight into the forested area and try to keep people from coming this way. There isn't artillery. We have bad armor. So here's the problem. I should be playing for that 809, but I feel like I've got to play for the win. Jeez. And if we lose control of this area, that's going to be very difficult. I mean, you can keep them boxed in and then focus on approaching from the south. But this area is pretty important in my humble estimation. I'm not even going to be humble about it. I'm like, hell yeah, it's important. Alright, so we've got the Cromwell here, and we don't know that we're going to get tanks approaching from this angle. So I'm going to come back over here. Looks like there's a T-67 up there. To my right.
Enemy armor is damaged. First blood.
And there's another one. Oh, I thought he was going to keep moving. He may still be tracked by the time I fire again. Got him. All right, what's going on over here? Oh, my Cromwell. He needs my help. Maybe. He doesn't need my help. So we've got the chassis of a Chaffee. I've got binocs. Let's activate them. And the turret of like a Hellcat. It looks more like a Jackson Slugger. That didn't work out for him. Alright, I think we need to advance. Oh, what's this? We've got an Achilles that we don't have a shot on. And I'm just wandering out into the open. Like a tough guy. There's his barrel. Why can't we hit him right there? I don't know. But, let's flank. Flank castle. The Punisher. So I don't know why we can't see that Achilles. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason. Let's get up here and activate binocs. Or, yeah, because we're not going to have a shot on that Pollack. Is that how you pronounce it? Alright, there's the Achilles. I was assuming there was enough foliage that... Oh, dude, you made me miss by grinding me. If you're going to grind me, you can at least put stuffed dollars in my underwear. A easy target for artillery. Alright, did the Pollack die? It looks like he did. Nope, he's still alive. He's over here somewhere. We're at full health. It'll take us 2 shots to kill him, I think. He's looking the wrong way. Right, the guy's up on the hill. We don't have shots. Oh! Who was that? We got shot by a Churchill? Let's act like we want to go this way. I don't know if I can get into a position where I can see him without him seeing me. Isn't that where he was? Let's activate binocs, but I think he's probably moved. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, bro. We're only at 1,200 damage. But we also have got... we only have 63 assistance? That's disappointing. So while it has the chassis of a Chaffee, it is slower than a Hellcat. Because it doesn't quite have the... What did I hit? Doesn't quite have the specific power. And then there's a artillery left. And we just capped, so it doesn't matter. So I can't see that being 809. With 63 spotting and... oh, we had at least 1 blind fire. But still, I can't imagine this being 809. Wait, which tank is this? This is the Achilles. And 256 in that one. T78, so we totaled 1526. I think it's got to be closer to 2000. Yeah, that's only 760 XP. We weren't aggressive enough. Alright, so what do we want to take out? The Hellcat? Probably the Hellcat, right? It's more flexible. It's got a great gun. I guess if we die early, we can switch to the Jackson. But switching back and forth between the Jackson and the Hellcat, they're different enough that your brain can register and switch modes a little more easily than two tanks that are more similar. But they're also enough similar that you can find yourself in a tier 6 battle where you're thinking you have more speed than you do when you're in the Jackson, or thinking that you might be able to survive a hit but you're in the Hellcat. Tier 8s, okay. And Hellcat, so I'm going to circle back around to the one line and then try to come up here to J2, because that's what I do every time. I still got to get used to that bell. Should I see if I can get some shots from here? I can't because they're behind that dune. On Arrakis, we need desert power. Oh, someone is named Grape Ape. Ah, the childhood memories are flooding back. Grape Ape, Grape Ape. Beagly, beagly. Let's come up so we can see everything, but we need to be prepared. What I should probably do is rotate so that when it's time to retreat, I'll have a slightly better acceleration. Probably shouldn't even be this far forward or back. Oh man, there's a 274A coming in. Right over here. I don't know that I can pin him from the front. Should I just load gold now? I only have 5 rounds. That's the other thing about the Hellcat. It carries less ammo than the Jackson. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. He must be coming up the river or waiting for support. I'm not sure which. But even if he's coming up the river, the Poodle's in the location where he would probably spot him. I don't know. What is the 274A doing? Too much patience or just right? Watching that mini map like a hawk. Is that a mouse? Is that a mouse? Is there going to be a mouse? Well, we're ahead on tanks, and we're about even on health. There he is. Why can't I see him? There he is. I only have 5 gold rounds. I kind of don't want to waste them on... Ah! Reloading standard ammo. Did the poodle just die? The poodle just died. So now I should... If I had... God! If I had kept my gold rounds loaded, I would have gotten one shot in there. Feels so dumb. Yeah, we're going to end up having a 0 damage game here, looks like. Alright, they've got... Well, we're spotted. They've got 2 Artas. Looks like he's coming after me. Do I want to go after the 274? I kind of feel like I do. I may only get one hit on him. And it looks like he's not capping. If we surprise him... Oh, he's way over there now, yeah. And too late. And it will take me 2 shots to kill him if I can pin both shots. And he's got cover. And he looks like he was looking at me. He's totally coming after me. That's not going to work. And he's dead. So we did damage. We did damage. I was worried about a 0 damage game. I was worried for nothing. That ammo capacity. That's making me think Jackson a little more. Although the mobility in that situation helped us out quite a bit. I'm not even going to check. I know that was an 809. So 21, 5, and 4 versus 26, 16, and 5. So substantially more ammo in the Jackson. Let's swap this so that we have more gold rounds. Probably ought to do even more than that, considering what we're trying to accomplish here. Load pure gold. Yeah, if I hadn't spent 6 million, 5.5 million on consumables, maybe. Wow, we only have like an hour left, so maybe I need to get a little more serious. Oh, this isn't helping. And the contest will be who can come up with the name for that song. The winner will receive the grand prize of 2.5 points. And one of the best things to do here is also one of the worst things to do. Come up, get some high ground, look for some sniper shots, but then you're also... You can be seen from everywhere as well as seeing everywhere. Padoom! I'm not sure how that 52 got spotted, but he sure did. Oh, could be this super chaffy right here.
First blood.
Ooh. There we go.
Penetration. Penetration.
I'm assuming this bush is giving me cover. Concealment anyway. Pixel shot. Nice.
Vehicle destroyed.
Tog. We can farm the heck out of that guy, can't we?
Penetration.
A little harder when you can't see him. But he's so slow, he ought to be right there. Ha ha ha! Wow. I guess that antenna is not collapsible. Destructible.
Enemy armor is
Keep him spotted, boys. Keep him spotted.
penetration.
This Tog may be our best friend for completing our mission. Oh, and now he has cover.
Enemy armor is hit. Double kill. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Okay, this 5916 may spot me. Ah, that was a bad shot. How did that miss? How did that miss?
Penetration.
All right, we're over 2,000 damage. If we win, we can probably get our prize. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. So we're leaving the 5916 unattended. Oh my god, this is going to be rough. Most of these guys are a one hit. But it wouldn't take that much to kill me either.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, look what we have here. Oh, thank you, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that track. Damn, I'm getting shot from behind. Oh, and it bounced. 3,000 damage, so even with the loss, we may hit it. I'm bouncing up and down with nervous anticipation. We had a couple blind fires too, right? Well, there wasn't much left on the at RT, and I think we might have gotten one hit on the Tog for another 200 there. So we got some medals, high caliber, and Pascucci's medal. So we killed 2 artillery. Yeah, that sounds right. Whew, last 2. Oh, but that's pretty close to what we showed in game. Are we ready to look? 589. Oh, that so would have been what we needed if we had won. Shall we go again? Yeah, that might have been a 900 XP game if we won. Or maybe even 1,200. I don't know. Probably about 950. What if I had gone after the 5916 instead of going back towards town? Maybe. That might have made a difference. What are we going to do here? So we have encounter. Look out, building. I warned him. What's this guy doing? I want to cooperate. Bounced off the Leo. What are we up against? Oh man, we got tier 8s and I'm spotted. Alright, this game's over. Let's go ahead and fix the gun. Don't quite have the gun depression we need to make this work. That'll help. And we need all the help we can get. I believe that was a blind fire. Maybe not. Jackson? Action Jackson. Can you hear those guys chattering away outside? Alright, Jackson, ready for battle. 16 premium ammo enough? Well, let's just assume it is. We're already up to stage 15 in the 3rd chapter. We're going to finish the whole battle pass before, what's today, the 9th? We'll probably have a week to spare in this month, and I should probably look at what the reinforcements missions that are outstanding are. Alright, so tier 6. I am tempted to go with the heavy tanks. What do we have? We've got a Kava 2, Pollock, and a Tiger 131. More than a little tempted, because I could change the tide if I go with them and manage to use their armor. But they have a lot of medium tanks, some of which, like that Bougie, might want to act like a heavy themselves. It's a tough one. And with 4 light tanks, someone is going to be trying to get up that hill. All tier 6. Interesting. Why did you stop? Your best bet was to keep going. Oh, it went low. Wow, and then he just comes right up on top. Hey, everybody, shoot me! Alright, what do we got in the heavy tank situation? Wow, not a lot. I think I will go help them. One thing to worry about is tank destroyers up here. So if we do win that flank, we might want to just turn around and then come back and work from another angle. A weird place for the 2801. And, oh wow, the Pollack. Their Pollack looks like... I'm going to come over here. No, actually this is a little better. It looks like he's going to come through here, but it also looks like he changed his mind. Hope that ice is thick. Yeah, the ice. Sort of thick. The way I like it. Yeah, we are going to overwhelm this heavy tank from the looks of it. Kind of depends on what kind of backup they have, like where that Jackson is. It looks like not a lot. I'm not going to get a shot here. He's close to a one-shot. Aiming, 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 firing! Yeah, he's probably not going to poke out again. Do you think he'll poke out again? I don't know. People don't always do the smart thing. Should we try to hit him right there? Next to impossible. Go this way so I can use this. What is that even? It's like a big block of ice. If it comes to that. But it doesn't look like we're receiving any fire from up the hill. And he's going to start pulling back. He's going to try. It's going to be a little harder without that track. Looks like all the XP is up on the hill. Come on, Vika. Everyone else is up here. No shot. Let's just take a... Whoa, that went really high. What am I trying to do? Carve the next Mount Rushmore? Got a shot. We've got a shot. He's tracked even. And firing.
Double kill.
Let's activate binoculars, although with all this foliage, it's unlikely that we're going to spot something. Oh, I thought he was going to back into that. No shot there. We can get this 58 if he'll hold still for us.
Triple kill.
I'm going to have to send him a nice thank you letter. Right, he's down, so all that remains is the poodle and an artillery. All that remains is the poodle. Poodle. And with our hill climbing ability, we should be there long after he's dead. Or later, if that's possible. 950 damage. We did get 3 kills. And we got 1,000 assisting. Unlikely that we're going to get the 809. Is it 809? $809. Hellcat, we don't even need to look at that. Team score 645. Yeah, way off. Way off. Hellcat again? I'm tempted to take the SU-100Y out. I'm starting to get nervous because we've only got an hour left. Speaking of which, I should have checked to see if I had any time left on my reserves. Alright, we got tier 7s. That just means more XP, more damage that we can deal. They've got 3 light tanks, so I need to worry about that. I'm just going to come over here and figure out what to do after my team deploys. Hello again, Wolfgang.
Hello, just wanted to tell you we're doing some grilling outside, so
Grilling? Trying to make me hungry?
I mean I wouldn't want to but I just wanted to get it out.
Okay. Well, I'm already hungry thinking about it. Maybe we should play the Grilla. No, that's not a tier 6 tank destroyer. I keep meaning to look it up. Is Grilla actually a German word for something? I thought at one point maybe it means gorilla. Watch out for the gorilla. It's a Flip Wilson joke. And, oh, there we go. Him and, I guess this is the, oh, there's 2 of them. Twins! I've always wanted to take out twins.
First blood.
Somebody killed something. A super chaffee that I didn't even know was spotted. I did not lead him enough. He is a brave toaster. Again, I don't think I led him enough. I'm not sure which direction the round went either. Can we land on this guy? Or this guy? No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, that was... What? Oh my god, do you know what just happened? As far apart as those two tanks were, I bounced off of this one into that one. I've got to submit that to the RNG files. Oh my, that's hilarious. Am I just looking the wrong direction? I'm surprised I even made contact. All right, damage. Oh my goodness. My flank is dead. Yeah, I should have fallen back. Remember when I said my flank is dead? I should have fallen back. That's a crazy game. I gotta remember that. Let's see, it's 8:10 local. And that was the Hellcat. Maybe it'll let us review this with battle hits. It doesn't have the details. Okay, so this is a shot we fired. I could have sworn we had 2 bounces off the 30-02 though. Maybe something stranger happened, but yeah, I don't know how. That was just weird. And then the Hellcat, that was AP round, so there's a 2801 that hit me with HE. Anyway, it looks like we're updating. Credit reserve is full. Wow. But it will... Oh, here's the thing about the credit reserve. Credit reserve is full, but it will open in 1 day. So, oh wow, I can smell that grilling going on. Or at least the charcoal lighter. I guess we'll go... No. We'll go Hellcat again. We probably just need to try to stick to 1 tank. So that matchmaking will be a little flatter over time. You know, statistically level itself out. All right, we got some 7s. I don't mind some 7s. Standard battle. All right, let's see. No artillery. So it seems like the smart thing to do is to go up to the shelf at A4. Start off with a little bit of safety and then flex. I got 2 marks on this? I thought I only had 1. I knew I had 2 marks on the Jackson. Let's go. Brandon? No. And he has the, well, I can't remember if that's the second turret or the first turret. I think it's the second turret. There will probably be someone... Nice. Nice. And we can't quite see that Super Hellcat. No shots in town. The Type 62 is being cautious, which is good for him, because he has no armor. He is slowly being whittled down by something.
First blood.
Alright. We don't know what else is up there on that hill. I'm a little tempted to go join them. If we can get enough over here, we might be able to get a shot on that Black Prince. No, he's moved now. So we got... we've got two options. We can go that way to support them, or we could try to get down here and support this 45 TP. But we'll be within spotting range. We could possibly be shot from the hill. Don't block your friend. Oh, I thought I was blocking him from retreating. I was not. So KV-3, not the most accurate gun if I remember correctly. But he doesn't need to be, because he'll do a lot more damage with his shots than I'll do with mine. Sounded like he fired. That looked like he fired. That one bounced. 60 TP is wondering, why didn't I wait? There's a chance that if we move forward, we can get shots over where the M2Y was. No, he's got that covered pretty well. Whoa! A little surprised I was spotted. I didn't think his turret had come far enough forward. We need to shoot for his turret. I believe that's the weak spot. He's got a pretty good rate of fire. I should have fallen back sooner rather than trying to trade with him. Got a chance of flanking, and you know I love flanking. Ooh, it went over his head. Hello, dear. What's up? That was awfully darn nice of him. Thank you. Someone's got to be spotted. I guess I can try to take a blind fire. Maybe right here. Oh, he's over there now. Oh, what have we got here? Nothing. Nothing for me, anyway. I like what this Jackson's doing. I should probably get some gold rounds ready. Don't actually have a shot on the Yo tank. I thought I would. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that Kava 3. He actually had a shot on us, and we got a little lucky there, didn't we? Alright. Fiddlesticks. Wow, someone's behind me. So now we have to go back and take our own position. There's a Skoda over there. And I'm definitely a one hit. Whoa, there he is. Alright, their Skoda's dead. Ah, I'm sorry, bro. No, you go. We're the goofy gophers over here. Got gold loaded. What? I'm a dead. Of course, he has a lot of dispersion and a slow aim time, so I had a chance of getting missed there. I thought we would have had it by now. Oh, Maniac Nathan's doing skirmishes. I'm doing something else. Patience. What are we up against? We got some tier 7s. Only 3 though. We're awfully slow. We don't have a turret. Probably working this one line would be the best way to go here. There's 3 enemy artillery. They're, you know, per side, you know, when it comes down to it. Do we have 3 tank destroyers going up here? No, just... Oh. I guess if you count the 3485 as a tank destroyer, then... 2. I like what the T-67's doing. I don't know how useful I could be on that flank. We don't... Oh man, with 3 artillery, that just sitting out in the open like this is... Oh! Oh, that felt good. Alright, that's why you play this tank. Oh my goodness, look at this leopard up here. That's how the heavy tank got spotted and attacked by the artillery. Oh my goodness. I don't think we're going to get another shot here for a while. But moving across this field is probably not going to go our way. Okay, we don't have much going on the one line. I don't think this beast is going to poke up through the bushes. He might try to climb to the hill. And if he does, I would love to shoot him.
First blood.
He's going behind the tower. Nice shot, Arta. Alright, so we don't gotta worry about the guys up top. They've only lost 3 tanks, but it feels like we're dominating. So many of their tanks are unspotted, so that feeling is definitely premature. Ooh, what do we got here? Let's come around here. If we can get up close to this cliff, then we'll have some protection from Artie. Been watching too much skill for LQ. When it comes to an M4A1, I could just let him shoot me and probably one-shot him, but I'd have to hit him. Oh, look what we have here. Oh no, they did some damage. I probably should have taken that shot. Probably should have. Now the M4A1 I can definitely one-shot, and it appears that he knows it. Alright, I'm just going in. I can't... If you're going to go inside me... If you're going to cut inside my line, then this is not going to work. Got our engine? Is that what he said?
Target destroyed.
Alright. Felt like I was being shot from above there. T-67, where are you?
Double kill.
One down.
So I can't take another hit. And neither can this Biss. Just go around. Just go around. Here. You go. You go. You take all that health over there and let him chew on it a little bit. What were you shooting at? There's no way you had a line of sight on that. Alright. If he gets distracted, I can sink a meaty shot into him. But I can't let him shoot me, because I'm almost dead. And... oh, God. Figures. Now I've got a long time to wait here. Alright, well, he's looking that way. So let's just go ahead and line this up so that when he dies. Let's take a blind fire up here. So the only thing left is an artillery. Alright, so we're not getting our 809 out of this. And it's inconceivable that we'll get the final shot here. T-25 is going to be all over him. It might take 2 rounds for him to kill it. Yeah. Maybe, maybe not. There he is. There he was. So that ought to be worth about 600 XP. And we finished another stage. Alright, so in the Hellcat, that was a measly 640, and in the 100Y, missed it by 5 points. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Confirming 809, and we got 804. Actually, I want to see something. Okay, yeah, 804. I thought that was the way that worked. I'm not sure why it was so much. I guess because we were doing damage to tier 7s, maybe? I don't know. But we did damage to tier 7s in the Hellcat battle also. Did we lose that one? All right, tier 7s. We're definitely not going to town. We can try working the K line, but without armor, peeking those ridges is risky. But it also feels like it's the only way to accomplish... Why do I have 2 med kits? I don't have a fire extinguisher, but I've got a regular med kit and a... Oh, quick! Oh, now I don't have anything. I should have looked at the clock. This is going to be fun. Now I don't have a repair kit. I don't have any healing kits. What could possibly go wrong? Wow.
First blood.
Yeah, and I don't have a repair kit, remember? Or a healing kit.
Penetration. Let's go.
What about this guy? No shot. That looked like it went a little high, but like it still should have hit. I don't know if he has the view range. He probably does to spot me. I lost track of where there he is. Clearly a miss. I can't tell if I have the shot there or not. Don't matter now. That went low. I think I should put another one in there. Just because... Oh my god, I'm almost out of ammo. I have 10... Why do I have 15 HE? Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, he had a little bit of cupola show in there, didn't he? But there's also a artillery, so holding still probably not in my best interest. Predictable movement, also not in my best interest. Is it possible that that T-37 is back in that same bush? Looked like that went low. Need some targets. Looks like with these guys moving up, maybe I should move up. Really, Bougie? You're gonna pick that moment? So what do we have here? I'm gonna run out of ammo. There's still, whoa, still T-43 over here. That didn't do any damage. A slow turret ring on this thing is annoying. Come on, Hellcat, you can do it. Is this one coming for me? It looked like I hit him in the mantlet, but... Alright, we're down to gold rounds and HE. And we have more HE than gold rounds. Probably better off firing HE at this Hellcat. Feel pretty cheesy using gold rounds in this situation. Right, the T-43 is still over there, so we don't know what's going on there. Let's assume he's right there. He is right there, but I don't have a shot. Don't have a shot there. I'm surprised that artillery didn't reprioritize me. Let's take a blind fire. No, I hit that dead tank. I could try to run through the field with this broken turret. That's pretty risky. Low. He's reloading. I'm about to get pushed. And here comes the artillery. I thought he was going to push me. Hellcat knows better. I'm down to... I'm down to 4 rounds of gold rounds, and then it's just HE. Oh man, this busted turret is a pain. I'm not sure I have the gun depression for this. Too slow. Yeah, that would have been a good time to have food. $100Y? Or Jackson. That's tough. But we're getting down to the wire, so I'm just going to do some gold spamming. Save some AP rounds for... What are we saving? Gold rounds? Or AP rounds, we're saving those for... Maybe I should have done that. It doesn't matter. For tier 4s, in case we get matched up against some tier 4s. If we get it matched up against some tier 4s, it's going to be hard to get 809. Me. Oh boy, good thing I brought some gold, huh? A little tempting to go up to this shelf. If I do, good chance of getting immediately annihilated. Coming up here is a little tempting. Coming over here is more than a little tempting. Oh, and let's load gold, because that's why we bought it. Really, somewhat? What are you doing? Must be a rental. Run like the wind. A very slow wind. We have a shot on him. Alright, the 1:30 p.m. wants this spot. I don't blame him. He doesn't know how to use bushes. Of course, neither do I. I fired from within the bush rather than from behind it, so I've got a lot of room to talk.
First blood.
Somebody died. I should be unspotted now. He was here. Let's take another blind fire. That went a little bit... What the... That went a little bit to the... And we weren't even spotted. He was just responding to me shooting. Unless I've been spotted the whole time. I don't think so. That looked like it might have been a hit. He has less health now. Side turret. Oh man, that would have been nice. It's not a lot to shoot at there. It's enough, but... And that hit the rock again. Can't stop the rock. Oh man. He ran for cover. Looks like that little piece of tail feather is not sticking out anymore. What's this Pollack doing? I might be able to get a shot on him, but pretty good chance of being spotted if I go out. Don't die, don't die. I can't believe that hit. Can't believe that hit. I'll take yes for an... Oh my goodness! Do you see what's happening over here? We don't have any tanks in this area, so we're about to get pushed by their heavies. And I don't see a way for me to get out of this alive. Yeah, maybe if I can just stay alive, maybe I'll get some... Oh, he's got that auto loader, so... Oh, his gun's pointed that way. It's also a 50 TP right there. He can do a lot of damage. He is just waiting for someone to shoot. If I can give artillery something to shoot at, I can rack up some assistance. There we go, it's 51. He's moving, which means his aim is going to be a little off. Ah! Oh no! He got the 1:30 p.m. I'm lucky that their artillery isn't killing me when it comes right down to it. There's a little bit more assistance. It's not adding up fast. There we go, spotted again. What got me? By a Jackson. It looked like it fired from over there, but it was probably over there. Was it that guy? Oh yeah, he barely had a shot on me. Ah, man. Whew. That was a hard-won 150 XP. Let's fix the setup on our Hellcat. What do we get out of that? 481. We won. Okay, so yes. Yeah, I'm going to keep the rotation device, but we're going to swap this out for cola. I kind of want to put an aiming device on here. It's kind of a 50-50. Let's do it. Well, that means I'm going to have to spend gold or one of those coupons. Oh, can you not put an aiming device on this? There it is. 10 gold for that. Apply. And then, should we add the orderly ammo rack? Let's do that. We've got cola in. Let's put in more gold rounds, since we're likely to come up against more tier 8s. All right, we're running out of time. I'm not trying to make this dramatic. It just is. Oh, this could be hard with tier 8s. Now I wish I had a turbo. They have 2 light tanks, which may make what I want to do difficult. I want to run up here, set up a blind so I can fire back this way, this way, this way. But that might be a little bit difficult. Yeah, we'll go this way. Let's load gold. Move it, cockroach. Well, so far we've managed to avoid running into each other. Is this guy gonna do my thing? It's a stream sniper. He's stealing my plan. And we're spotted. Let's get into cover. Missed that tree. There we go. Turn around. I should have turned the other way probably. And here comes the artillery. Alright, nice miss, bro. But if he's paying attention, he will probably figure out what it is I'm trying to do here. Alright, let's knock this tree. I don't think I'm going to get a shot on this guy. Not quite. What about this guy?
First blood.
What about this guy? Oh man, they've got a good push up on the hill. He's got that rock. He has nothing. Spotted, of course. And artillery will probably be coming after me again. Maybe not. I don't think I have a shot over here. No. Oh, maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, there's just a pixel. Can't believe that worked. Oh, went high. Alright, so now we got to worry about these guys. Didn't quite have the angle. Uh-oh, here it comes. Oh, 231 and 2 criticals. How could I not fire? Alright, so he's planning on flanking me. If that 2801 is still up there, then this is a mistake. Yep. But it was actually the Stutzwagen. Yeah, I was surrounded. Thanks, team. What's today, the 9th? And this looks pretty bad. 253. Let's go again. Yeah, and I got to wrap it up pretty soon because I got work in a little over an hour. I'm not dressed yet. Man. What are we going to do? Work in the field could be good. Work in town could be good. All right, let's move up to the bridge, and then maybe we'll change our strategy once things start getting spotted. I could try to back up this T1 heavy. And he's in a platoon, but it looks like his friend is slow. With all these light tanks, there's a good chance I'll get spotted up here. And this bush is a fairly obvious blind fire location. And I could also try to blind fire up here. I should have pulled back before I did that. What we got here? Maybe. Yeah. Nope, didn't lead him enough. I went low.
First blood.
That one went too high, I think. No shot here. Did not lead him enough. Is this starting to sound familiar? Once again. What's this Wolvie doing? Did you hear your name?
No.
Okay. There's a Wolverine over here, and I said, what's this Wolvie doing? Oh, God. Okay, now I'm just playing so badly I don't deserve anything. I deserve to lose. Stay back here. I can maintain concealment if they poke again. Maybe I just need to be a little braver. Ah, no, I need to be... I'm the worst when it comes to choosing when to be patient and when to... Here comes artillery, I think. Wow, he drove right into that train. Alright, so they know I've got a crossfire on them. Yeah, I should have fixed my track. What's up, Wolfgang?
I'm just here to hang out.
Happy hanging. Did you have a hot dog?
I had one.
Only?
Yeah, and then I had a bunch of chips.
Mmm.
I was going to have a second, but like, chips.
What important event did we miss? I bet it wasn't that important. Ooh, what are we in? Hellcat? Which side are we on? Okay. Tier 7. 2 light tanks. 3 artillery.
3 artillery.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of options. Probably the safer thing to do would be come up here and then figure out what everyone else is doing. Another option, come up here, snipe anyone trying to get into there, or here. Same plan. Plus you can flex over here and shoot down this aisle. Ah, so many choices. I'm going to head right there. And with 3 artillery, that may put a big bullseye on me. And there's not a lot of room to hide here. Let's load gold. Hold that tiger. Oh no, I shot Brad Pitt. Let's pull back. I've got a strange artillery feeling. Alright, I think we're good.
You knew it.
It looked like it came from that way. What kind of artilleries do they have? They've got a Hummel, M12, and GW Panther. Ooh, hit him right on the mantlet. We still managed to take 176 damage. He's got a really good angle there. What I want to do, but I'm worried about getting spotted as I do it, is run across the field here and change my position. Wow, we don't have anybody up at these buildings right in there. And there's enough support at the back line that maybe I should have done that. But I don't have any armor. No, this is not the way. Sitting duck for Artie if I get spotted. But I think the shots to be had will be over here. And if this IKV is by himself, he's probably not going to be able to do much. But with one extra gun, that might turn the tide. But now we need them to make a mistake. go. Probably should go for the side, but... And... So now I'm in the same position he was. I'd rather move up to this bush, but then I can't retreat if I need to. I want to be able to see down here, and I also want to be able to see... Wow, hell of a ricochet. Yeah, I can't believe I wasn't spotted. 2 ricochets. And now I don't have a shot on him. Do I have a shot on him? Negative. Can I spot anyone from back here? Alright. Oh, I got the spotting assistance there. That's hilarious. Right, so they have 2 tank destroyers over there. I'm at 3/4 health. Oh no, one's a light tank. That we know of. We're ahead on tanks? I'm not even sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they have 1 more tank than we do. The Super Chaffee's moving up. Whoa, spotted! Get into cover! Get into cover! Oh, too slow. Too slow.
Your best.
No, my best is much better than that. All right, let's get back into Jackson. I've been threatened that someone will unfollow me if I don't achieve the goal tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's sad. Have you seen this kind of puzzle before? It's called a rebus. It's our last battle in the Jackson. We got 163 XP. Not even close. Okay, this could go either way. Tier 8s, so load gold immediately. I'm going to run up here, see if we can shoot one of their light tanks going into the... T-21's a light tank? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I was thinking T-20. And someone in a tier 8 is wanting to platoon. These bushes look thin. If I let you borrow a pencil, then I won't have any.
First blood.
Go ahead and borrow a pencil.
Okay.
What is that puff of smoke right there? Could have just been a glitch. Will you get out of my drawers?
Where are your pencils then?
Nice. Maybe I don't have any. Maybe Mom borrowed them all already.
Yeah, borrow.
Yep,
There's the plan.
that went high. The plan now is we're going to go down to the K line, maintain distance, and try to snipe that way. Oh man, this looks like it's going to get ugly. Scorpion's doing the same thing. Yeah, this doesn't actually feel like it's going to work.
I've seen this kind of puzzle like once before.
Yeah?
It was like a meme. You gotta guess the what the thing is.
Yeah. You got to guess what the thing is. So they're almost like riddles, but they're pictogram riddles. Oh my goodness. So we know that there's an arty right there. And that I was going to say that Barask is alone. I think I was looking in the wrong place there. Did I actually have a shot on the KV-2 and I was looking the wrong way? That's sad. They still have a lot of tanks unspotted. Oh, I thought I was going to get a shot on that KV-2. Nope. That was infuriating. It's also infuriating that he was in front of the building and not behind it. And now we don't have any guys up there. So I just wasted a gold round, because, you know, why not? But this position is now indefensible. Yeah, there's really no good place to go. No shot here. Ah, too slow. I mean, we had to aim, but still. Looks like the Caliban has died. This T-20's probably got plenty of death. He's dead. So if the enemy team moves up from the south, then right over here could be a good position with a fallback into this low area. But they haven't been spotted, so I don't think they're coming. Hit his barrel. Maybe they're all in the ditch. Oh, craptacular. That guy's gonna die before I can get there. Super Hellcat, although he hasn't taken any damage yet. Ooh, what we got here? Second time I shot that, brother. I might be able to spot. I'll get less XP if I'm not spotting my own damage. I'll get even less XP if I die. You want me to follow you? Alright, I'm just asking to get shot now. Got pretty good view range even without my binocs. I've got to make a move because I'm running out of time for my XP goal. now I'm getting nervous. I can almost smell the death in the air. I'm getting tunnel vision. I'm spotted. Oh, can you believe it? And we're going to get shot again before I can get in this ditch. I need to concentrate on that way until I can do this. And that wasn't enough. Next game. Did you figure anything out yet?
Yeah, I got like, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Nice. Did you get Stepfather?
No.
It's on the first page.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
Now I'm going to write that down.
Oh, they're both in battle? Ah. Okay, one of them's just coming out of battle now. Credit reserve still full. Draw with the Hellcat. For 326. Whew. This is sad. I guess I should have started earlier. Okay, Dr. Kuhlman. Thanks for being here. Sorry that you had to unfollow. Oh, more tier 8s. No. I mean, it's an opportunity for more XP, but it's also way more challenging. I'm going to run down here and then maybe assist here or maybe run up here. I don't know. It's just not a good situation. Another possibility is to try to work this corner.
Time to roll out.
Wow, we got 668 in the Jackson. I'm not sure if that's base XP or full XP. And I think it said we lost 39,000 credits. Yeah, we got gold loaded. It looks like we got to the middle first. So I might be able to do something up here. We've got a lot of people there in the middle. I guess I won't take another shot at that guy. Keep left. So I'm proximity spotted. And I am proximity spotting as well. Which gives our artillery a little bit of a chance to shoot them. Gives me a little bit of XP for, well, not when they do that, but that is kind of a hard shot to make. Can I get that T-32 lit again? There we go. Again, no damage. Ooh, 7. Okay, if I go down, it's going to be very risky. I might be able to get some rear shots on these guys. Like this. It's not really rear. Yeah, now I'm sitting duck for other tanks. Yeah, I thought I had enough cover there. I guess not. I did not line that up. Make any progress?
Yeah, I'm on the second page now. Trip around the world. Lemonade.
Oh, here we go, Jackson. And yeah, that was nowhere near good enough. Even though we were hitting higher tier tanks. I hope I have crew XP turned on. Acceleration. Okay, we got a wide open map for some sniping. It's all tier 6. Oh, tier 6 and down. So arguably I should be a bit of a bully here. Standard battle. I'm gonna go to the K line. And hopefully they don't outspot me. What happened?
I just figured this one out.
Oh, I didn't want you to write them down so that way the other kids can do them too.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay.
I mean, the answer's on the back anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't want the answer right where you're, you know, when you're looking at the puzzle.
I'm leaving the hard ones because
You mean the ones you didn't figure out?
yes.
Oh, it's 9:17, so this is going to have to be the last game. Gonna have to be. I was expecting someone to be right there.
First blood.
Well, you can definitely tell where we hit him. No shots here. I don't think that... Oh, what do we got here? No, he's too far down. Is the T-67 going to be foolhardy enough to make that same move?
Wait, if you didn't want me to write them down,
Oh, I don't know. I actually thought I gave you the pencil before the puzzle.
I got my own pencil.
Double kill.
That'll help. But again, they're all tier 6s, so we've got to do a lot of damage to milk the XP.
Triple kill.
Alright, so far so good. I'm kind of in their view range if they have full. Oh man, look at this, these guys over here. Come on, turn.
Ultra kill.
So now I'm going to be spotted. Not spotted? How am I not spotted? This is crazy. Is he behind the hill? Yeah, he's behind the hill. So can we get someone over here? I'd like to get this T6, but I don't think I'm going to. Building's in the way. Even so, I don't know if I can get through his... Nope. I probably need to go this way. Push on that stug. Oh, maybe. Maybe. No, he's behind, so... Uh-oh, spotted! I've been spotted! Like a leopard. And I don't think I'm going to get a shot on him. Happy to be... Oh, the building jumped out in front of my shot. Exactly. And there's a big old rock there. That's not going to happen. Can we get any spots here? Nope. So, whoa, but I can get spotted. And there is an artillery. So, let's go after this Stug. He's going to have support from this T-78 and possibly from this M8A1. But we need to make something happen. Breathe. He's not even looking at me. He should have been looking at me. 1652 on damage. I don't think we've taken any blind shots. Let's take a peek here. There he is. That went a little low. Is he going to try to duke it out with us? Ooh. Is he going to do that again? I've got to worry about artillery as well. Damn! Nope, 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 that's not the one. Can't quite get my gun depression down low enough. Oh, we spotted something. Oh god, what a horrible shot. What a horrible shot. I owe everyone a huge apology for that shot. Okay, the T-78 has retreated a bit. Whoa, someone's shooting at me. And I'm going into a area with bad cover. Well, it has like a handbrake, but it's not perfect. Damn. Kind of needed to shoot that guy. T-78 is done. Yeah, if we don't win this, I'm definitely not getting the 809. And we might have done enough damage that we can get a good score. Oh, 16 seconds. No freaking way. Oh, I won't get there in time to reset. Damn. Looks like no one will. Okay, one of them is spotted. 6 seconds. Ah! Ah, man. I should have... Oh, someone did reset. Thank goodness.
Monster kill. Killing spree.
Oh my god. Alright, so he's back up here somewhere. Oh, we got 7 kills too. Alright, I just need to take my heart medication. If I had any. He may have been firing from up on the hill because he would not have had to be in spotting range. Merely draw distance. Oh, come on, OI, get on there. Yes. Yes, capture that base. I'm going to come up here where this guy died. Because, you know, obviously it's safe. I am a one-shot. So I don't know if he's in the town. There he is. I'm going to load an HE. Precisely. I don't think he spotted me. Is he coming this way? All right. Here we go. And... if he hits me, I'm dead. But... 2,300 damage. Come on, guys. Do not lose. Okay, it's a victory. 7 kills. Please tell me that's 809 XP. Milky, I think I used to be associated with that clan. Come on, come on, come on. And it's... oh my god, I hate this crap. Alright, this is the Hellcat, so that's not the one we want. Here we go. And... 1,000! Woohoo! Okay. What a way to end the show. Alright, let's take our screenshots. Get out of there. Somebody want to clip that? Okay, so that is how you end a show. That's not the right music. All right. I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, yeah, and 7 kills. That's not bad either. Occasionally, I have a good game. I'm just glad you were here to see it. All right, well, you guys... whew. Speechless, but I gotta get ready. So appreciate you guys being here. You know where to click, like, subscribe, follow, help the channel out financially with tips, Patreon, or Twitch subscriptions. Share a link with a friend, let them know this is where to find whatever this is. Appreciate you guys being here. It's always more fun when you're here. So until next time, be well.